And now it seems like we have 4 bars going all the way back to the vanishing point. But what happens if we want to cut them up? So I'm going to teach you how to do that. So whatever this line's doing, this one's going straight up and down, then I'm going to cut going exactly straight up and down. And how do I know? I would test to the edge of my paper, and whatever this line's doing, then this line's going to do the same. Okay? So that's where I would cut. And notice how it looks like a box now. Okay? So what about the top? So the top's going sideways this way. That means I'm going to cut it sideways. This is one of the hardest parts because many students tend to slant the line. There's no slanting. This line is not slanting. Then I'm going to not slant this one. It's actually following the horizon, so it's as straight as the horizon. If these lines, like in math, were parallel, that means they never ever meet, so they can't be slanted. Okay, so that makes my box be cut up. So now it just looks like a cube, not a bar going all the way into the space. Okay, next we're going to do the top one. So again, this line's going straight up and down. Then I'm going to cut it going exactly straight up and down. This line's going sideways. Then the next line's going to go sideways. Okay, so then I can erase my guidelines. And now I have a box that seems to be floating in space. I'm going to go back and redraw that. Okay, and that's where the corner was. Okay, now the next person's going to do the same. So sideways, sideways cut. This one's going straight up and down. Then this one's going to go straight up and down. So I'm going to erase what I don't need anymore. Another cube floating up in space. Okay, last one, sideways. Then I'm going to cut it sideways, straight up and down, then straight up and down. Erase my guides. So I should have 4 cubes in space, 2 above the vanishing point, 2 below, or you could say below the horizon. Okay? All right, so here's the challenge for everyone. Let's try to do some diamonds. So I'm going to draw a diamond right on the, very simple diamond right on the horizon. And the other person can also do another diamond. Okay, it's exactly like a cube, but now they're just tilted. Okay, so we're going to erase the middle, and exactly like we did the cubes, we're going to find all the corners. We're going to make those corners going to the vanishing point. Vanishing point. And wow, this is the hard part. How do I cut it? So notice how this line is slanting a certain angle. Then I'm going to try to imitate that as much as I can. So as if they ever went forever, they would never ever meet because they're slanting exactly the same way. So I can elongate it just to check, and yeah, it would never meet the other line. So erase my guidelines. Oops, erase my line there. Okay, now this line is going slanted that way. So notice this one is slanting that way. Then the cut out, the line that's going to chop up that bar needs to go exactly the same angle. Okay, so you notice that? I accidentally cut off my other line, the one that goes here. So I'm going to redraw that. Okay, so now I have my, I would say diamond, but it just looks like a sideways cube. Okay, let's do the other one. So find the corners, and then those corners get taken all the way to the vanishing point. We lost our vanishing point there. So many lines going there. Okay, now we're going to go back and back and back. Okay, here comes the difficult part. This line is slanting, then let's slant it exactly the same way. This line is slanting, then let's slant it exactly the same way. One thing I forgot to mention is make sure that your your lines meet exactly at a point. These red lines that we drew should be meeting exactly in that corner. Okay, erase your guidelines, and then we have 2 diamonds or 2 cubes that are slanted. So that was it for today. You should have 6, and I would really encourage you to practice this on pencil.